Yeah, it's been great. Been here for a couple weeks now, so got to know some of the guys and a good locker room. It's a lot of good energy and obviously a lot of talented players. And 2 days into skating here and things have been good, really high tempo. Coach has been very clear on what's expected of individuals and the team, and so far so good.
Close to Texas, right? The city.
That's it.
No, I think the same, and I think I really like the mentality inside the team. I think we have identity of what we want to play, what we want to look like on the ice, play playoff hockey in the regular season. Coaches are clear. Daryl's been hard. He's been telling us what to do and everything. So I think just looking for the season. I mean, it's exciting. A couple of preseason games coming up as well. So exciting to get back to hockey in normal season.
Nikita, what do you make of playing with Chris Tanev so far through camp?
Yeah, I mean, we only had a couple practices together so far, just getting to know each other. We're in specific places, specific times on the ice. So I think when the camp goes on, we're gonna have a couple of games together. We're gonna get to know each other more and more. So I think it's exciting. Definitely, he's a great player, and it's a pleasure to play with him.
Same question to the two guys you've gone through the first 2 days of camp with.
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. It's obviously early, and at this point in camp, you're probably a little more focused on just making sure you're skating hard and getting the pace of play back, and it's not as much game-like 5-on-5 type things. It's more systematic and skating. But I know enough about these guys that I know that they're both very talented. They bring different elements to the game that really help the team. And anytime you get two really skilled players that want to win and want to compete on your line, that's what you're looking for. So, like Z just said, we're going to get some time here and get some reps in games and get to see how the chemistry is. But, right now we're just trying to kind of get back into that game shape mentality and go from there.
Like you were in Tampa the last couple of years, you just said you kind of knew about these players, and then Kachuk's got a bit of a reputation. You didn't see a lot of him. What was your impression of him from afar?
He reminds me of myself in some ways. He's a competitor. He's a guy that you leave a game and you're not very happy with typically and don't enjoy playing against. So I'm sure he takes pride in it the same way that I do. You want to be a hard player to play against, and but he's not just, that's not all his game is, right? Like, he can produce offensively. He's got a good hockey mindset and sees the game well.
You've done a lot of winning the last couple of years. How can you bring that? Obviously on the ice, I get that, but how can you bring that into the locker room as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've been around some of the best players in the world, quite frankly, and 2 years there, we did a lot of winning, and things were pretty good there. So it was a lot of learning from guys that have been in the league for a long time and understand the right way to prepare, the right way to treat the regular season. One of the biggest things that I've taken away is just the understanding of when to really push the gas down and when to kind of throttle back and give your body and your mind that rest, because man, it's a grind. Not only the 82 games to make the playoffs, but I think I've played over 50 playoff games now in the last 2 years, and it's a lot of hockey. So you got to do it the right way. I learned a lot from my teammates and just through personal experience, right? You learn what works and what doesn't. So anything I could share with the group is great. Obviously, we brought in a couple other proven winners this summer, and they'll have that same mindset to share what they know. And if it pushes this team forward, then we're doing the right things.
When you're starting the season in top four, and it looks like that's where you're going to be this season, I think people from the outside thought, well, he wasn't playing top four in Chicago. Can he play top four here? You've had experience playing top four in your career. Can you just talk about that? You're not worried about this.
Well, I played top four last year in Chicago.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. Did you guys watch hockey? No. I played top in the top deep pair with Murphy for like 80% of the games. Yeah. So I mean, I'm open for the challenge in here, and we'll see how the camp goes. I don't want to look too far forward. I mean, I really probably going to enjoy the play. I like this role, and I think with Taney we're going to have a pretty good shutdown role as well. So I'm ready to play big minutes, and had a great summer. So I'm ready for the challenge, definitely.
Shutdown role is something you're comfortable with?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a power play guy.
You were, 1/3 of that third line, grind line in Tampa. If you are in the top 6 here in Calgary, what can you bring to that? Are you going to bring that same element of style that you played, just to, elevate it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I change anything, honestly. I think that's where players kind of get into trouble, is they try to do things that, hasn't made them successful in the past. And, Tampa, we were on paper, we're the third line, right? We played 17, 18, even up to 19 minutes a game in the playoffs. So 5-on-5, we were one of the most used lines on our team. And, I'm not going to jump onto the first power play and score 15 power play goals probably. It's not, my role's not going to change. I'm going to be a good penalty killer. I'm going to be a good 5-on-5 player. My game is driven and based around compete and forechecking and just smarts in the game. I don't want to change much. I'm not going to be making backhand toe drag plays or anything like that. But like I said, it's a great opportunity. I'm playing with great players, and typically when you have good line mates, that elevates your game if you're up to the challenge. And I've been up and down lineups my whole career. I've played first line, played fourth line, which I think is part of my best assets, is I'm pretty versatile. So I'm excited. And if the chemistry's there, it's great. It's always a good sign if you're not shuffling lines during the season. But if we are, then I'll make the most out of wherever I am in the lineup. And I just want to play my game and not try to change too much.
For either one of you, new head coach, and what's the identity that Daryl Sutter's tried to impart to you two newcomers early on in your Flames career?
Yeah, I mean, so far he's just been very direct. What I like about Coach is you could tell that he genuinely cares about his players, cares about your families, cares about the guys in the room, and that's all you want. The stuff on the ice, you want to be pushed, and you want guys to be brutally honest with you, and it seems like you're going to get a lot of that here. And but I think it's a family, right? Like, brothers yell at each other. Coaches and players are going to go back and forth. It's just it's because he cares so much. He wants to win. I did my homework obviously before coming here, and a coach is a big part of that. I talked to a lot of guys, and it just seemed like a good fit for my personality and the way that I like to play the game and the way that he likes to coach. So so far it's been a lot of team tactics and just a vision of where we want to be as a team. And but like I said, he's very black and white, and as a player I appreciate that style, and excited to play for him.
From the outside, people always talk about not wanting to play in Canada. It's the first experience for both of you guys. I guess just maybe thoughts on playing in the Canadian market and having fans back. And is that something that you're excited to be a part of?
Let me take it.
Yeah, I mean, I played junior in Canada, and it was super exciting playing in London. Probably like one of the best places for junior hockey in the world. It was a great organization, Hunters. I saw how you guys love hockey, how you carry hockey, and pretty much everything is hockey here. So I think it's definitely exciting. It's maybe people who is saying that they don't like to play in Canada, they just don't like the pressure. But I feel like pressure in every hockey city. I mean, only maybe if you're not in Arizona or something. But it's definitely exciting. There's pressure, there's expectation in this city and this team. They haven't been for the while. They haven't been long playoffs runs for the while. So I think that's why we're here. We're exciting, and I think that's what everybody wants here. Everybody wants winning, and then that's our identity as well, I think.